during a public rally in Amethi. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has highlighted the development that has taken place through the manufacturing unit of the Kalashnikov AK-203 that was established by the government. He has stated that the Kalashnikov AK-203 is now being manufactured in Amethi in collaboration with Russia. This transformation stands as a testament of pride for the people of Amethi. He has further also hit out at the Samajwadi Party and the Congress alliance and has stated that they only favor Pakistan. My colleague Ravi Kumar joins us on the broadcast this morning. Ravi, over to you. Big statement by Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. He was, of course, campaigning for Smriti Irani in the constituency, but he has also spoken about the development as far as India's defense capabilities and manufacturing of defense equipment is concerned.
जी बिल्कुल अगर हम लोकसभा चुनाव की बात करें 24 लोकसभा चुनाव चल रहे हैं उस पर तमाम सारे बयान वो भी सामने आ रहे हैं और अमेठी को लेकर ही पूरा ये जो बयान है सामने आया मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ का और उन्होंने जिस तरीके से कांग्रेस समाजवादी पार्टी नौजवानों के हाथों में तमंची थमाती थी जिस तरीके से उन्होंने कहा कि अमेठी की बनी राइफल एक चीन से खड़ा था पाकिस्तान इस तरीके का बयान है वो सामने आया। हालांकि उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ ने कहा अमेठी में निर्मित देखिए तीन असॉल्ट राइफल सिर्फ पड़ोसी मुल्क है वो पाकिस्तान भी खतराता था और मुख्यमंत्री ये भी कहा कि जिस तरीके से उन्होंने कहा कि अमेठी में दुनिया की सबसे अच्छी असॉल्ट राइफल है कलाशनिकोव AK-203 का निर्माण हो रहा है और जिससे रशिया के साथ मिलकर भारत तैयार कर रहा है। उसकी सौगात नरेंद्र मोदी ने अमेठी वासियों को दी कहीं ना कहीं एक बड़ी उपलब्धि बताते हुए जिस तरीके से उन्होंने कहा अमेठी की राइफल AK-203 अब देश के जवानों के हाथों में होती है तो पाकिस्तान भी खतरा है तो कहीं ना कहीं एक बड़ा बयान जरूर है उसके जरिए जो बयान है वो सामने आया है।
जी रवि बने रहिए हमारे साथ because we also have Mr. Sumit Peer, political commentator, joining us this morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you for speaking to NewsX. A big statement by Yogi Adityanath. He's, of course, hailed development in Amethi. He was campaigning for Smriti Irani while he spoke about the manufacturing unit that was set up back in 2019 to manufacture Kalashnikov AK-203 rifles. Of course, last year in January, the very first batch was produced, and since then, India is, of course, on a path to indigenize its defense capabilities. But he's also not just spoken about the bolstering of India's defense manufacturing capabilities. He's also said that this is instilling a sense of unease in Pakistan and has further hit out at the Congress and the Samajwadi Party, stating that this contrasts the past practices of arming people. But now we are arming our forces. Do you think Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh has hit two birds with one stone?
Good morning, ma'am. Well, Yogi Adityanath ji is completely right because we have seen an era wherein country did not have a horizon gun for 35 years. We have seen an era wherein we were importing even all the ammunition for our armed forces. We have seen an era wherein the bulletproof jackets which we imported had holes in them. And we have seen an era wherein under the UPA and the Congress tenure, our forces fought without bulletproof jackets. So from there, wherein it was cut and commission ki rajniti, wherein you wanted cut and commission around everything. Now, if you look at the AK-203, it's one of the most advanced weapons, and we are upgrading it to all our security forces. The first batch of 70-odd thousand came from, was imported. Then after the manufacturing facility was set, so that we are independent of it, and all these INSAS rifles and all will be replaced by this ultra-modern AK-203 rifle, which is a very advanced rifle, and it's comparable to the Israelis, Israeli weapon which the special SPG and the others use. So, you know, this change of stance wherein you are getting things made in India, where you have started the production, where you are making things which sends the chill down the spine of the enemies, where you are not importing ammunition, where you are not dependent on foreign people, where you are not looking for cut and commission, where you are with every passing day reducing the dependence on any ammunition. And let me tell you, very recently there was also a statement by Rajnath ji wherein he said that except some small ammunition, all the ammunition very shortly will be all made in India, and our dependence on foreign imports vis-a-vis defense is being reduced considerably under the Modi government. And Uttar Pradesh has come up to be a hub for defense manufacturing. If you look at the facilities in Kanpur, which are inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister, now you look at the factories at Amethi, you look at all the things which are happening. This is the change of stand, wherein you are not looking for cut and commission, wherein you are not looking for, things, how to make money from these foreign purchases, and where Indian Army is getting the most updated equipment and getting it pretty fast. This is what Yogi ji meant, and when we do such things, the people who are worried are our enemies. People in Pakistan are worried, people in China will be worried, and all those terrorists and all those anti-India forces, they will be worried. So this is what our places should be known for. I completely concur with what Yogi ji has spoken on this, ma'am.
All right, sir. I request you to stay on with us because we also have Major General AK Sivaj joining us this morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you for speaking to NewsX. You've just heard Sumit Peer, of course, hail the initiative by the government to manufacture these AK-203 assault rifles. He stated that this would help reduce dependence on foreign equipment. And how do you think it will help boost India's, vision for indigenizing our equipment? And do you think this will also take us on the path to be a defense export hub as well?
Correct. Three issues. One is that, remember just 10 years back, our dependence on import of weapons was very high. It was almost 70 to 75%. Now we have reduced that. We have started manufacturing weapons and ammunition ourselves. It is now come down to almost 30%. And in time to come under the present government, it looks like that, not only that we will reduce importing weapons, but we will be also exporting and earning about 25 lakh crore in next about 2-3 years. And now this has been done by making two defense corridors, one in north and one in south. The one which is north is the UP corridor, the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was speaking. Now the point is that as far as the UP corridor, the northern corridor concerned, it encompasses about the 6 main cities. That is basically Lucknow and Kanpur, then Aligarh, Agra, Chitrakoot, and other cities which are on the highway going from Delhi to Kolkata. And here you will find that this AK-203, which has basically industry which has been set up in Amethi, is also one of them. And this is proved to be a game changer. Why it has proved to be game changer? 2-3 reasons. One is that AK-203 is the best weapon system as far as the small range rifle is concerned. The second thing is that it has been joint production between us and Russia with a complete transfer of technology. So therefore, it will be now, this plant has come in Amethi and now it is already ready. The manufacturing is on the full swing. So it will give us so many benefits. One is that we don't have to import these weapons. We will be able to manufacture ourselves. And secondly, we will in time to come export the weapons. This present government, what they have done is that in last about 5-7 years, they have put almost 700 to 800 defense items on a negative import list. It means we are not going to import these weapons. We are going to manufacture in India itself. Now, this is a very strong message we are sending across the world that today, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India concept is now fully taken place. And it is not only that Make in India, Make for world. So therefore, we are going to be a country which will produce weapons not only for ourselves, but also able to sell into the foreign countries and earn a lot of foreign exchange. Now, another point, Pia, which I want to say is that when you open industries in, let's say, in UP corridor, what it has done to the UP development is tremendous. One is that it has created a lot of jobs for the youth. Second thing is that the connectivity has improved, infrastructure has come up. So overall, it is a win-win situation. And I will say that as on today, the present government, when they have now 2 hub centers, one in north in UP corridor and one in south in Tamil Nadu, these are going to be a game changer as far as the country is concerned. And especially as far as the manufacturing of weapons are concerned in India, you will find it that in time to come we will be able to earn maximum foreign exchange by only exporting our weapons. Who could have thought 10 years back that we can also make an aircraft carrier? INS Vikrant has come. Now we are making submarines. We are making rifles like AK-203, state-of-art weapon system. We are making missiles. We are making rockets. We are also making the aircraft. The Tejas Mark 1 Alpha has been also taken. BrahMos missile has been taken by a number of countries, including Philippines. So overall, we are a country which is progressing in a very fast pace. From fifth largest economy, we are going to be third largest in another 2-3 years, leaving behind Germany and Japan. Now, all this has happened because our industrial corridors are working well. And both, I can say that as well as the UP corridor, which is in north, as well as the south, which is in Tamil Nadu, both are producing number of weapon systems, and the ecosystem of manufacturing in India has come a long way.
Indeed, and I'd like to take this point across to Mr. Sumit Peer, who's still waiting rather patiently with us. You know, Major General AK Sivach has stated this is a win-win situation for everybody, and he has spoken specifically about development in Uttar Pradesh. We have seen the double-engine government work. Yogi Adityanath has highlighted his vision for making Uttar Pradesh a 1 trillion economy. There have been several, global investment summits that he's conducted over the last few years in a bid to usher in investments as well. Do you think, as he stated, do you think that the manufacturing of weapons in this factory in Amethi is carrying this aim along with the Atmanirbhar Bharat mantra?
You see, if you look at the vision of Yogi Adityanath and if you look at the double-engine Sarkar, from a so-called Bimaru Raj to the number 2 contributor in the GST now, it's the number 2 economy in the India now. It is the state which gets the highest FDI. It is the state which has come up substantially in the ease of doing business. It is the state which has maximum, it has more than 50% of the total expressways built in India. It is the state wherein 45 lakh new enterprises have come up. It is a state wherein, more than 1 crore schools have been and schools and institutions have been renovated. It's a institute wherein, it's a state wherein lakhs and crores of farmers are getting direct DBT in their homes. It's a state wherein, the things have completely changed, and especially the medical infrastructure. If you look at medical infrastructure, it has been revamped. If you look at the law and order, there has been a sea change in that. Nobody could think of this kind of a law and order in, UP. Now, UP is coming out to be even and religious tourism hub. With religious tourism, what is also happening, what we have to see is that UP is becoming a fast place for manufacturing. If you look at the world's biggest Samsung plant, where is it? It's in mobile plant, it's in Noida. So these are the things which are happening to UP. This big time manufacturing is coming to UP. And when you talk of the weapons, Amethi, Congress had just put a foundation stone for AIMs, for Amethi. Like if you look at AIMs and Raebareli, let's put a foundation stone years back. Their only mantra was to put a foundation stone, get a picture clicked, and forget it. Now, putting those things into reality, that is what Yogi ji has done under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. So these are the things which have changed. For example, today, ma'am, we are exporting weapons to more than 92 countries. We have already crossed 3 billion of weapon exports as of last year. So this year, we will be exceeding our target of 5 billion. That is, I'm very, very sure on that. There's still so many months to come. I think we're almost reaching there as per some reports. So this indigenous push wherein you are not dependent, and there was a time, almost 90% of our naval ammunition was being imported. There was a time, remember at the Kargil war, we have to import the Bofors gun, ammunition through Saudis at a very exuberant price. So we have seen those things. We didn't have those spice bombs. We didn't have the GPRS system. Americans didn't give it to us. We had to rely on Israelis. The Israelis are our good friends. They helped us. But now, from net importer of arms to net exporter of arms, today all the arms going to Africa and all others are going from us. How many people are queuing up for BrahMos missiles, for Pinaka, for Dhruv? And if you look at the aircraft carrier, if you look at LCH, if you look at LCA, if you look at all the manufacturing what we have done, for example, Tejas, the HAL has orders which are worth billions of dollars. It has the best ever balance sheet since its inception. So these are the things which are boosting the domestic industry, and wherein other countries who don't have this capability are looking forward to us to boost their defenses at a very reasonable price And with usually in the arms industry, it's a like literally a fleece. You can sell any arms at any amount of price. We are not doing that. We are helping our friends. We have sent some weapons to Armenia because that helps our geopolitical interests. So let's not forget, Piaji, even the arms are a tool in geopolitical interest management. So this is what we have to also understand. More and more we manufacture, the more and more India will have its say in the global power balance. That is what the arms industry helps you to do. One of the reasons why Americans are there is because they have Lockheed Martin and they have other these manufacturing giants which can manufacture the best in state of arms. So if you want to be a geopolitical power, we are a superpower in making. One of the key industries where we must have a stress on, where we must be super good at, is manufacturing arms at a very reasonable price and giving them to our friends, whoever need them, to have this geopolitical power balance, equation set. We can't have Iran or China giving drones to Pakistan, and we can't do anything around it. Now we have the capability. We can also do the counterbalance geopolitically. If somebody can give to Pakistan, we know whom to give. We know whom to give once we give the weapons to Armenia, we know whom we are targeting and whom we are trying to balance out. So these are the things which are a byproduct of this strategy, which India as a country did not have and was unthinkable in UP and Congress tenure.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.